Fire away, Amy. I don't know what to say.
No offense, but that was not a pretty first period for you guys. That was one of the worst periods I think I've seen you play in a long time.
I agree. But you know what? When we got in the locker room, it was 1-0. I mean, they were all over us, and we got into penalty trouble because of their team speed, their transition game. We got on the wrong side of pucks, on the wrong side of defensive scrums, and we spent the period in the penalty box. But you know what? They didn't put us away. And you can almost sense it after that. We got in the room, it was like, okay, guys, take a deep breath. It's 1-0. We got through it. And then, from there, I think it was pretty even in the second. But the shots will say that we were the better team for the last 30 minutes anyways, and obviously overtime.
Talk about, it seemed like after you finally got that goal to go in, that you were able to, it seemed like Niagara hockey, the offense really started to come alive after that.
Yeah, and I thought it got the building into it, and we needed the one to settle our bench down and just, I just told the boys that 22 games unbeaten going back to last year is fifth best in the history of college hockey, and we tied, Pat and Tim, my two assistants, were on that team. So we talked about that. We're the only team in the nation to go unbeaten at home. I can't say enough about these guys. They're resilient. Again, I used that word last night, but man, to bend and not break under the pressure. Obviously, Carson Chubak was the story again, just to keep us in it. So.
And overtime, because it's a different animal. It's a whole other period, but it's that golden goal. So do you have another? What was the philosophy going in? Because you don't want to give up anything, but you want to be aggressive.
We talk about getting our shots done. We have a certain goal for every period that we want to get shots for, and we attained that early on. I think the power play helped. We had a couple scrambles where we got multiple shots. So yeah, you know what? It wasn't. We didn't think it was going to be a pretty one. It ended up being a highlight reel. What a play by Murph, and then Marc Zanette on his offside he went from heel to toe and shelved it in a split second. Those are pretty good hands. So I thought it was going to be a rebound, goal in overtime, or off someone's shin pad or something. So.
Last night you said that you thought Zanette was the best player for you on the ice, and he gets the goal tonight. What did you see from him today?
Warrior mindset, leader, senior leader. I didn't have to make him a captain. Because he's one of our leaders on and off the ice. He might not have a heavy jersey, but that kid has given everything he has to this program, and I'm just so happy that we get to continue next weekend with the senior class and this team. This team's been it's an amazing ride.
Coach, we talked last week. You were a little bit concerned about the 1-8. You really didn't feel like it was a 1-8, and now that it's over, you kind of relieved. It seemed like both these games could have gone either way in the big picture, and you got the big goals at the end. You glad this one's over?
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I think everyone involved with our program deserves tomorrow off. You saw how good they were. They had us on our heels for more than half the weekend. So they're a great team. We knew we're ending someone's season. It wasn't going to be easy, and our guys knew that. That was our mindset, and they played very hard. It's a flip of a coin. We'd be here tomorrow night.
How about can you talk about the penalty kill in the overtime there? You guys came through when they had to.
Guys take a lot of pride in that. Timmy Madsen did a great job of pre-scouting, and we've seen him a lot. But just getting in shooting lanes, they have the two guns up top that can really bomb it. And it's we got Chris Lochner has I called it a championship tattoo. He's got a bruise. We thought he had a broken. It's just guys laying out, blocking shots to win a championship. So that's part of the penalty kill, and obviously Carson Chubak is our best penalty killer.
Looking ahead, are you guys going to be paying attention to who possible opponents can be, or going to be not bad?
I think the coaches will probably get down on the computers and see what happens. There's a game tomorrow. I think Holy Cross won, so there's at least a game tomorrow. So we won't know until it's all sorted out. So. But we're really excited to have another chance in Rochester. We have some unfinished business there. We played okay last year, and RIT scored in overtime. So we're thrilled to be going back to Rochester and have another shot at it.
Marc, talk about RIT last year in overtime, and then the semis, and now overtime here. Did you guys even against RIT feel there was some unfinished business this weekend?
Yeah, last year when that goal went in, I was lying on the medical table, and I just heard a roar, and I knew those weren't our fans. So a feeling that I had last year just lying there helpless. You know, it kind of pushed me tonight, and I didn't want them to end our season again.
Can you describe your goal?
There was a bouncing puck in the slot, and Murphy got it and pulled it wide and pulled a couple of their guys, and he fed, I don't even know how the puck got through, right under a guy's stick, and it just found my stick and shot as hard as I could.
How did you guys feel going into that overtime?
We knew all year we haven't lost at home. It's been over a year, and there was no doubt in our mind that we were going to win this game. We've had this feeling for the past 6-7 home games at least that nobody's coming out here with a win, and it's a good feeling.
Nobody's coming out here with a win, but that first period was not really good Niagara hockey. What did you guys do to turn that around?
We've had a couple of those this year, so we knew we had plenty of goals in the room, and no one panicked. You know, we have a lot of offense, and if we just calm down and stick together, we're going to get through a lot, and that's going to be big for us now going on the road for our next however many games we get.
Marc, extra sweet wrapping this up tonight, getting an extra day's rest, especially late in the season. Guys are banged up, bruised. Get an extra day off instead of having to come back tomorrow night.
Yeah, and you don't want it to come down to one game again. We have a lot of guys that log a lot of minutes. You know, from the first shift, we were going 5D. And so 2 games in a row, it takes a toll on you, and you don't want to go to that third. And then you have to get another day off early in the week, so it throws your schedule off. So now we're in our regular Monday to Thursday practice schedule, head to Rochester, and it's a normal routine for us.
You guys were in Rochester last year, younger group. A lot of the guys are a year older, Lochner, Dibiak, all those guys. A little bit more, I hate to use the word easy, but a little bit more relaxing going there this year, you know, since you were there last year, especially younger guys.
Yeah, it was our first time going to the Atlantic tournament. So any games like that gives you experience, and we have a lot of juniors and seniors to bring a lot of experience to our younger guys, and we know what it's going to take, and it's just one game from now on, one game of eliminations, do or die.
Marc, can you talk about the chemistry that you have with G and Murphy? I mean, it's been quite the season for all 3 of you guys, and what do you guys have to do to keep it going?
It's a lot of fun playing with those guys. We have a lot of talk. We're always supporting the puck. We're very offensive, and you know, if we take care of our end, we're going to have a lot of time in the offensive zone. G, I've been playing with for 5 years now. Murph, this is my first year playing with him. But we've gelled pretty good, and it's a lot of fun playing with them.
Was there any point in that that overtime? I mean, for a while it looked towards the end like we might be going to a second over. I mean, how did that flow feel to you, or did you guys feel it was going to end in that overtime?
We got a lot of momentum off of our power play, and we carried that over. I think we scored just after their power play. Our power play ended, and you know, when you get a little bit of momentum in overtime, the other team's sitting back on their heels. The goalie's a little nervous. We've been there before, and we know how they felt, and we just pressed them hard.
I was getting a little worried because we lost Danny Weiss, our senior captain, first shift of the game. So we played 59 minutes plus all of overtime with 5D, and you know, I was looking down to the right of the bench, and we had some tired defensemen down there. So I'm glad we did it when we did.
Upper body, lower body?
We're going to go lower body.
Lower body.